Hey, how you doing? Thought I'd jump in with another video while I've got everything set up from last night's thank you video to Oscar and everyone at Dunn for making me a finalist in playthroughs. So I thought I'd better live up to it and try and do a few more playthroughs. So as you can see on the table, I have got set up another scenario. Spoiler alert, this scenario is the second one in the Tai Shang mini campaign. So if you haven't or don't want to see that, then maybe watch one of my other videos. So I shall just quickly show you what I've got set up here. So I've got the World of Araska app open, which for solo purposes is perfect because I can keep the element of surprise, whereas reading the book, obviously, you know if there's any secret rooms and stuff. So as much as I don't mind apps and games, I love Mansions of Madness and that sort of thing. It's another thing to manage, I think. But in terms of this and the fact that I'm doing a solo campaign, I think it's essential that I don't know where all the hidden goodies are and bits and bobs like that. So yeah, as you can see here, I've got set up the map. I've stolen some lovely bits of scenery from Dungeons and Dragons, the board game, the old 2006 one. Now I did kind of run through this scenario very quickly, and I wouldn't say messed it up, just kind of actually I ran out of table space because the map went off on one. So we shall try it again. We have my lonely and only hero. So we can put some light on there. Malis, which is she's out of the box. I did do quite a nice tribal. I think I put this in some AI art and got a tribal sorceress, and that's what they came up with. So she's now worth 16 VPs because she has learnt 5 spells. Well, she's got 5 spells. She learnt an extra 1 or 2. 1, 2, I can't remember. It's that long since it started. And she's got 5 skills, so I've definitely spent some XP on levelling her up. And I also have over here an orc mercenary. He's good at bashing stuff in. And I have an elf archer, so that covers my range. I mean, Malis does range as well, but the elf is very good at getting initiative. He's got +2 to perception. So you're going to have to bear with me because I've actually played this for a little while, and as usual, I'm bound to have forgotten some things. So I'm going to wait for Mr. Wasteney to inform me what I've missed, but hey ho, it's a game, it's for some fun. So I currently have 6, 7, 8, wow, 6, 7, 8, 9, I've got 10 mana because she has spent XP on learning spells and has extra mana. I don't have my full vitality points because I think I did spend some on the way here. Again, spoiler alert, I did do the previous mission, which was Horse Thieves, which was really good. Good twist on what's a good example? But not trying to find a needle in a haystack really. But every turn you have to check doors to find the horses. That was good. So because I'm playing solo, I've got one hero. It actually makes the game feel a little bit thin, but not in a bad way. Sometimes I feel like I'm missing out a little bit. Other times I speak to Paul Wasteney, who's playing with 4 characters solo. I think I think my part is worth something like 28 VPs. I think his is worth 169 or something like that. So the ADP gets a lot of points to spend on traps and nasty things. But it scales. I don't think there's any problem with any of that. I say it feels a bit thin, so like, if anything, it feels more manageable. I have a hero who has lots of stuff, and I have 2 mercenaries which have stuff but are a lot easier to look after. It's a lot easier to manage. I don't know. I find the balance works for me, and I don't know, maybe one day I'll play it differently, I'm going to Aircon, which is a UK gaming convention in March, and I'm hoping to take this with me so I can actually play with some other human beings, which will be a novelty. So anyway, less talking, more gaming. So let's quickly have a look at the setup for this game. So I've done the map and everything. Come on here, we exit here. Now let's have a look at the quick stories. So basically, defend the Emperor. Thorai, the warlord you accompany, is proud to ride alongside his Emperor Tai Shiang. He rides one of the horses he's been presented with. You who recovered these animals accompany the great lords along with their servants. Every year, in order to celebrate the beginning of spring, the Emperor hunts wild boars in the forest closest to his home. However, when you have barely started to deep into the forest, an arrow hits the Emperor's shoulder and he falls to the ground. So basically, we're going to start here. Some nasty ranged scoundrel has started here. Our goal is to find out who shot the arrow at the Emperor and knock him out before he manages to escape by reaching the goal. Factions of the Tai Shiang Empire, which I think I've got the cards set up for. So there's no achievement counter, no reserve points, and there's no dark player deck. So nice and easy. I do have to use the skill card for the bad guy. Special rules: frenzied flight. The archer will give priority to running towards the goal whenever he's not engaged. So he's legging it basically. He's running away. He will use this action. Yep. He will step on the exploration arrows like any other hero in order to reveal the next section. And I must remember that that is an exploratory action, so I can't run and do that, which I think is one of the mistakes I made earlier. Quest starts with the activation of character 1, handled by the dark player, and so he starts first. Each of the characters in the group of heroes must pass a perception test during their first turn in order to be activated, otherwise they'll have to wait for their next turn. Right, so if I come back to the table. So basically, he's this chap here, who, oh, for some reason I've got the wrong standy out, but you know, artistic license and all that. He's going to activate first. Now, we do have the warrior card. I really have got to sort the light out here. So he's got movement of 5. He can run, but as I've just said, he's not going to be able to run and explore because that's classed as an exploratory action, which someone quite likely reminded me. He's a ranged fighter. I had to just go and check that because obviously the warrior card here has the melee symbol there. However, he is a ranged fighter. He is, so he's going to do this stuff before he does anything else. No, he's going to do it. There we go. I need to change the light, I think. And he has a stealth card. So basically, character may ignore an enemy's melee range once per combat turn. This skill can't be used by large character while equipping heavier armour. So he's only got leather armour and a shield. Pesky shields. So I do believe, let me just double check that wording. It said the archer will give priority to running towards the goal whenever he's not engaged. He will use his action to run whenever possible. Okay, so we can probably get him to run this turn. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So yes, he may be able to. So he's going to make the decision to run. Oh, what can we get on camera here? Let's have a look. So obviously, running is that plus his attribute, so that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 but can't go above double his movement, so he can do the 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, stepping on that arrow is not going to reveal the next. See, I'm making these videos and I've got this awful feeling that this is going to be wrong, but yeah, in my eyes he needs an explore action to open up the next bit of the map, so that makes it our turn. I'm tempted to get who's got the fastest legs. So our elf mercenary has, let's grab the card. Elf mercenary has 6 movement, so there's a possible 12 for running. Obviously they can hit at range as well, so he might have the best chance of getting up behind him. However, we have to pass a perception test first. Perception. So the elf has sharp senses and hunter, so they get +2 to it. Let's go for it. Oh, that's lovely. That is lovely. We'll have a 10 +2 is 12, so I've definitely passed it. So the elf can activate. So the elf is going to try and run as well. So I've got movement of 6. Times 2 is 12 is the limit. Oh wow, double 6s. Why do they never come out when you're doing combat? Yeah, so 18 run, but we can't do 18, we can only do 12. So we come in here. Apologies, that's just off camera. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that is some good progress up the board. Let's attend. The way I've been playing these three is my hero tends to stay at the back, which is, it's worked out quite well, protecting her. She's oh, I thought she lost some health. I think I must have healed her up, but yeah, she's a bit fragile. 4 health, and she's got no armor, so anything that goes against her is just straight on natural armor, which sucks. But she is a tribal mage, or tribal sorceress, sorry. So we shall send the ogre in. So again, he needs to make a perception check. Not good. He doesn't have any. Oh, he does have minuses. Let's have a look. He's large, he gets -1 to perception. Great, so we need lots. That -1 is not a pass, so he fails, so he can't activate this turn. Malis. Come on, perception. She has no modifiers either. Literally just need 10 or more. That's even worse than the ogre. So both of those are staying exactly where they are for now. So those 3 have gone. Back to the mystery killer. So his first action is obviously going to be to explore this. So let's get rid of those. We shall just swap over to the app, move the map over here, and we'll click on this and open it up. And for some reason that one needs to be gotten rid of as well. So we need tile 28 AB, which here's one I prepared earlier. These tiles look a lot smaller on the screen, and I need to put it that way around. There we go. Right, let's move back here just so you can see what I'm doing. Right, oh, just in shot, right. So where's those markers gone? So it does say to put 4 of those across the top, which is interesting because there is only 3 in the game. So I'm just kind of putting those in the middle. And again, we have obstacles to get past. So again, these wonderful things out of the Dungeons and Dragons game. I'm just kind of using them as a bit of visual blockage. So that was his first action. Now then, it's going to cost him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to get onto the next exploratory tile. The problem with these trees being in the way, the archer's going to, I don't know, I imagine, so look, see, I'm not following this currently because whilst he's not engaged, he is just going to run. So I need to engage him. Now, the best way to do that is maybe to get the elf to keep running and just try and pin him down. He would have to swap from the short bow to what we got here? Just the we've got a broadsword here. So it'll be strength +1, so it'd be hitting him 4 dice. Not bad. It's actually better than the short bow, but you know, I'll lose my range. So let's see. So he's had 1 action. So his other action is he's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it doesn't quite make it up to the next. He's running through the forest, but does not quite make it there. So obviously, I don't think it makes any difference whether I activate which order I activate in, as long as I activate the elf and get him trying. How many have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, so if I can run my full distance again, we can pin him down with some melee. Let's try it. So move of 6 times 2 is 12. Come on, 6 plus. Oh, that's 14. That's exactly what we need. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Nice. So we have pinned. He cannot. He's now going to. Will he disengage? If engaged at the beginning of activation, it will always try to disengage, moving in such a way that. Right. So interestingly enough, if he messes up his disengagement, I think it's an agility test. Agility and I always get those two mixed up. So anyway, yeah, if he fails his agility test, then he'll be stuck in melee combat, and because he's a ranged character, he has a leather armor and a shield and a composite bow. Let's just double check that back in the app. Let's have a look. Faction, shiny setup. He used the faction's warrior profile for the archer. He uses a composite bow and the skill stealth. Yes, okay, right, cool. So, yes, he has a composite bow. Oh, hang on a minute, that means he wouldn't have the shield, will he? Ah, interesting, no shield. Yes, because it does say in his card actually may replace shield with composite bow. In that case, he will use the behaviour. See, if I'd have actually bothered to read the card, it does actually say it down here. So, anyway. The elf mercenary has run. Now, if only I could spend this lovely fortune point to have another go and just hit him. But, as it is, she's used the 2 actions to run. Job done. Next, let's see if we can get this ogre on the board. So he's going to try and run. No perception test this time now because I've done it. Oh my goodness. So that is a blunder on running. Bear with me 2 seconds. Running. If a character gets a double result of 1, he will only advance half his normal movement that turn. If the character is required to make a perception at any time. Well, do you know what? He is a big stumbling ogre, so he only gets to move 3. 1, 2, 3. Stumbles his way into the map, but he's on his way. Let's hope my list does a bit better than that. She knows to run in on the action. That's more like it. 7 plus 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So she gets to move 10. Because her movement is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come on, ogre, catch up. And that's it. Now we are back to the. Now we're back to the archer. Now this is where you're going to bear with me on rules because I am bound to get some of this wrong. He is engaged, so because he's now engaged, we just use his regular ranged fighter rules. So on here we have, at the beginning of its activation, if it cannot shoot the target, it must reload. It will be activated last. That's the only one on the board. Enemy which is easiest to hit. Enemy with the lowest health, well, it's only going to be the elf. But if engaged at the beginning of its activation, it will always try to disengage. Relocate. So it will try and, so personally I think if it disengages, it's probably only going to go there. It won't go behind the tree because then they can't shoot. So now I like to use the black dice myself because I'm a bit superstitious. These things always fail for me. So let's hope they fail for him. Just a quick one, if my small camera up here keeps changing colour, it's because I'm going to use the laptop one. My web camera keeps deciding to crash and glitch on me, so apologies for the quality. But so an agility test. He has, where's his card gone? He has an agility of 3, but then is that 2 with the armour? He has armour of 3, but armour of 4 with the leather armour. So I would assume the 2 is because he's got leather armour on. Could be wrong. I'm sure somebody will point it out if I am. Let's see what happens. Ooh, good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Even if you would have had the 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, he's still not passed his agility test, so he fails. So I just had to check some rules. So yeah, he's failed the agility test, so he's now stuck in melee. It wasn't a critical fail. If it had been that, then he would have got automatically hit by my elf. So the only thing he can attack with is unarmed. And I just happen to have this card here. It's almost like I've got it prepared. So his strength is his hit dice are just his strength, which are 3. But he's got to hit first. So oppose melee roll. Look at those lovely black dice. So I will get an extra 2. Oh no. Oh, I thought I was hitting him then. I would have got an extra 2 damage dice, but never mind. Anyway, I think I've won that. He's failed. So the attack, nothing happens with the attack. I hope I'm just worn those dice out. Stealth, character may ignore enemies. Interesting. Character may ignore an enemy's melee range once per combat turn. Well, it wasn't a combat turn when the elf pinned him down. Anyway, we'll carry on. Tell me if it's wrong. We'll all learn from this. So, Let's have a go with it. The elf's going to do a quick action to swap over the short bow to the broadsword. Now she does have one of those. Pose melee. Combat value of 4. So I've got a combat value of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They've got a combat value of, yeah, they've won that. Now, do I want to use that fortune point to make them reroll it? Yes. I don't think there's any penalties in this one for using a fortune point. A lot of these scenarios have make things go quicker, let's put it that way. So, do I reroll mine? No, I think I'll reroll theirs, they're way too high. 6, 7, 5, 6. So they've still beat me by 1. So the attack's failed. That really sucks. But it's pinned him down. That's the main thing. Malus. In fact, no, let's go for the ogre. Let's go for the ogre. He's going to run. Yes, 10 plus 6, 16. Double 6 is 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So he's a 2x2 square character, so I tend to pick a square that he's already occupied and then move that way and then put him in the 4 squares that he would. So that's the 12th one there. That has, however, yeah, that will be there. Has, however, blocked Malus, so if she runs, she's going to have to spend 2 movement points to run through. Same with Malus, she's going to run 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Doubles 10, so yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, just not quite enough. Okay, right. Yeah, there's not even any dark player track on this one. We've literally just got to stop this thief before he gets to the goal. So, I said I was going to do some bite-sized videos. So, I'm probably going to do another turn or so, and then maybe call it quits, and then you'll have to wait and see what happens next. But it just kind of helps me get back into the saddle and get more confidence doing this, and makes it easier to edit as well. So, bad guy. Again, he's going to try and escape, isn't he? Agility test. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, he's done it. So he is going to go 1, 2 for his movement. Right then, range and shooting. Now he has moved, has he not? These cards are very useful. So, moving and shooting -1. -2 if move half his thing. No, he's only moved 2, so he's only -1. Flying, light, heavy cover, targets. Target's agility is greater than the shooter's. So, the elf mercenary has an agility of 3. They have an agility of 2. That's another -1 then. Yeah. So far, -2 to the roll to hit. Using his stat of 4 -2, so it's 2 plus 4. So he misses. Yes, that's exactly how we want it. Now, actually, possibly rewinding that. He's not engaged, so I probably think he'll use his other action instead of shooting the bow. He's just trying to get away, so I actually think ignore that. It failed anyway, so he is going to probably step on that and open up the next part of the map. So let's move him out of the way. He uses his final action to explore. Let's just swap over to the app. And let's click on these. Oh, no, it does get interesting. So we have a river. We have the exit over here. So clearly we're going to go around and over the bit. I'm pretty sure I remember it saying the river is considered impassable, so we can't go through the river. Sometimes it lets you and just doubles your movement. And the footbridge, difficult terrain cannot be destroyed. Okay, so difficult terrain is going to cost double movement to get over there, and him as well. So another bottleneck to slow him down. So let's come back to the table. We need to put him back on the map. So he had an action to move, and his second action was to explore. Which, yeah, I'll put him there because that's one of the exploration errors. So we have the ogre here, Malus hiding here, and the elf here, and our archer that we're after here. So that's his turn over. So let's go for it. How much health has he got? Oh, I've forgotten my trees. Oh, I don't think I need them actually anymore. No. So he's only got 4 health. We might as well have a go, eh? I think the more... Do I move a melee attack him? Or do we use the elf's ability? Because if I damage him, he can still run next turn. If I engage him again in melee combat, even if I don't succeed, which is what happened before, then he's going to stay where he is. Even if he disengages, he's still going to be hopefully within range. And Malus has got some pretty awesome spells. This one being my favourite. God Crush Them. I absolutely love the artwork on these. And that is just, yeah, basically she just lobs a huge ball of destruction at them. And it's 5d, it was 4d6. I think she's now 5d, yeah, she's hit 15 VPs, so she is now not a novice, not an archmage, yeah, she's kind of like your standard wizard, but she gets 5d6 against natural armour with that one. Can hit herself, but who worries about that? How many times has that happened? Famous last words. So, we'll stay with the broadsword for the elf. She'll move up 1, 2. In melee, we can move 1 in their melee range. Opposed melee. Let's bring this lovely dice tray back in. Really should get some other colours than black. So I'm black, they're white. We've both got the same combat strength. Now that is lovely. So not only have I won, they have hit. It's amazing, you know, when you're reading the rules of this book, you tend to come across a lot of occasions, oh, this is a very good idea as well, bookmarks. You tend to come across a lot of occasions of blunders, critical blunders, i.e. snake eyes, and you think, how many times is that going to happen? Well, that's happened twice tonight. Once for me, once for them. So I'm just quickly looking up. I still have to check these things. So under combat, we have got that's a perception. That's initiative roll. We want the opposed melee. Where is it? If a character gets a blunder result, the weapon used will immediately fall to the ground. Well, they're using the fist, so I don't know if the hands fall off. And then they have to do a breaking roll. Now, is there a breaking roll on an unarmed? Yeah, there is. So on unarmed, it is actually possible to break your fists. -1. Oh yeah, this is perfect. Right, so -1 to the user's combat value, which I forgot earlier. So it doesn't matter anyway. In the case of a critical failure, if the breakage roll is failed, which it will be. Yes, they failed that as well. The user is stunned until the end of the quest. Wow. That could not have gone any better, because I believe stunned is -1 to all stats. By usual things. Come on, where is it? Come on. I'm being blind. Clearly. Modifiers. Where's the one? Oh, I'm sure I'm missing one of these. Oh, yeah, the one on the back of the melee combat. Condition stun -1 to all attributes except armor, mana, and health. So he has a permanent -1. So they failed that. I've won it. I get to hit them with dice, which is what it's about, really. So the elf mercenary has a strength of 3, and the broadsword gives them +1. 4 dice. Now, if we get 4 successes over 4, it's going to be the shortest quest known to man. No. Now, did I roll a 6? Did I roll a 6 to hit? Now, if I don't roll it, everyone's going to watch this video and go, you've missed out a dice. If I do roll it, and I didn't roll a 6, then everyone's going to say I'm cheating. So, we'll leave it. 2 hits will do me. He's got 2 damage. So, I bought these cheap little dice for recording health. So, he has 2 on him there. Nice. Now, that was definitely worthwhile. He's down to half health. And I'm pretty sure Malis can come in and finish him off, to be honest. Now, she can't use a massive spell because you can't move when you're using a double mana spell. I can't remember the correct terminology. It's a pro spell. Now, so yeah, Malis. I'm hoping here that the ogre doesn't even get a look in, which would be fantastic. So she's going to move. Movement of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She is going to cast. Do we choose brain damage? Choose a target and roll 5d6. Every result equal to or higher than the target's intelligence deals 1 damage. Well, he's got -1 to his stats, don't forget, because... Oh, so what's his intelligence 4, so he's only got intelligence 3. So I only need to roll 2 dice. That's a no-brainer, isn't it? So, first thing I need to do is roll an intelligence test. Her intelligence is 5. Plus lots. So she's passed her intelligence test, which is awesome. We now have to spend 1 mana. Put it on there to remind me that I've done it. She can cast spells. Because I'm playing solo, there's actually some bonuses to this. I can cast spells 4 times per quest. Oh yes, yes. Right. Let's use some fancy dice. Paid all that money for the game, might as well use them. So brain damage. Choose a target. Archer. 5d6. Maybe not that one because I've just lost it. That was a good one as well. Intelligence of 3. Oof, only just 2 more damage. He's knocked out. Now, interesting enough, let's just swap over to the app and see what the ending conditions of this are. So, special rules. Yeah, we did all that. Quest end. So the goal, find out who shot the arrow at the Emperor and knock him out before he managed to escape by reaching the goal. Well, we certainly did that. So I will we'll go to quest end. Mission accomplished. You got him. You've captured the attacker, who will soon discover that Xiang rulers tend to show no mercy. Xiang is wounded, and several servants quickly take him to a physician. Each of you will be rewarded with 5 coins as soon as you entertain me. Probably make a note of that because I forget these sort of things. So mission pending M23. I didn't fail it. Reward plus 1 XP for the hero who knocked out the archer who wounded the Emperor. Yeah, and it was Malus, who is my only hero. So I shall, let's come back to here. I'll get my lovely pencil and rubber. And she's got 2 XP. Now she's got up to 3. Now that was a pretty good short session. So I'm going to tidy up here. I'm also going to use the ogre to use an action. In fact, no, on the next round I shall use the archer. In fact, we'll do it now. We'll search the bodies, or search the body. Let's have a look at actions. Actions, searching corpses. Roll 1d6 for every standard. Well, here's a standard enemy NT, so 1d6. Come on. No, we don't get anything for that. 4 plus, we only got 1 coin. So I'm going to tidy this up, and I shall catch you in the next video. Like and subscribe, and yeah, please leave any comments and anything else you want to see, any rules or missions or errors. But yeah, take it all with a pinch of salt. It's all good fun. Happy gaming.